welcome back to the lab. Lee here, y'all saw that title too as well. 8 new more Mandela Effects to blow your mind, make you question this reality. That is right, 8 new Mandela Effects to do what we do best. But before we get this going, I want to give a shout out to Naomi for this shirt that she sent me. Thank you very much. We're going to show it off today in this Mandela Effect video, as well as thank you for the book, or the chakra book too you sent me. I very, very, very much appreciate it. It is just, it's nice to get a gift from one of your viewers, one of the family members, and you know, I always appreciate it. So thank you so much for that. With that too said, please remember some of these Mandela Effects might not be new to you, they be new to somebody else, so please respect that. And on top of that too, if you like this at any time, please remember to hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe, every bit counts, and it's free. And leave me your comments about these Mandela Effects and others you would love to discuss on this channel. So let's get this moving. We're going to start off with that wonderful treat we all get at barbecues or parties, Super Bowl parties, any kind of little things. I'm talking about these wonderful barbecue smokies. That is right, little smokies, that is correct, little smokies. And the Mandela effect for the little smokies is, how do you spell little for little smokies? As you see this right here, is that correct? Is that the correct way you spell little smokies? Well, if you are saying yes, well, you're right. You're correctly right. In this reality, you're always right. That is exactly how it is spelled, little smokies. We all know it. But I never remember it being spelt the way you saw that, like lit or light smokies. I remember it all being spelt little smokies, little all the way through, little smokies. And that's how I remember that. It's Hillshire Farm. It's one of those great brands. Everybody's enjoyed some of these dang barbecue smokies or just regular plains, but we've all enjoyed these little smokies. But I never remember it being spelt the way you see it there, lit smokies. It blows me away. But how do you remember this? Do you always remember little smokies being spelt the way you see it, lit smokies? Or are you like me, where little smokies was spelt out little smoky?
Wait, I can't do this! Sure you can! No, I can't! Really! It's not the jump you're afraid of!
Oh, that is right. We are going to go on the bucket list. Yes, the bucket list. The saying bucket list. When did the phrase bucket list come out? Now, in this reality, the bucket list was basically famously made from the movie The Bucket List in 2007. And that's when they say the phrase bucket list came out. I gotta do this, I gotta put this on my bucket list. But just like myself and many others, we remember this phrase bucket list being out way before this movie was even produced or put out. We remember everybody saying, I gotta put this on my bucket list, gotta do this for my bucket list, or check that one off my bucket list, way before 2007, which blows me away because that is when that phrase came into modern time in 2007, just from this movie alone. And it's just totally wrong. It's totally wrong. I know this for sure. I've been saying bucket list since I can remember. I remember hearing bucket list since I can remember, and it never started getting huge in 2007 like they said. Didn't come from this movie, I'm sorry, but how do you remember bucket list? Has the bucket list always been said after this movie, after 2007? Or was it always said way before this movie, before time of time? Let me know down below. What? What is that, Lassie? Huh? What about that? Timmy got a sandwich? What? What else he got? What else, Lassie? He fell down a well. Not Timmy. Yes, we are talking about Lassie and Timmy himself and Timmy down the well, right? Everybody remembers Timmy falling down the well, right? And we had Lassie went to go run off. What? Timmy's in a well, right? Well, that's not the case in this reality, because in this reality, Timmy never fell in the well. Never fell. In the whole many episodes that there was, he never once was down in a well. So that means we never told, Lassie never came to tell anybody that Timmy was in a well. But we all remember Timmy being in a well. That's the whole thing of Timmy's in a well. That's where we got it from. What'd you say that, Lassie? Timmy's in a well? Yes, he fell down a well. That's what Lassie was trying to tell you. But never was. Guess Lassie was lying, because Timmy never, ever, ever fell down the well ever in any episode that was ever aired in Lassie. Blows me away because that's how I remember it. That's how many others remember it. We remember Timmy falling down the well. But how do you remember it? Did Timmy always fall down the well? Or did Timmy never fall down the well? This one throws me through a loop too as well, and I'm talking about I'm a Bitch. Yes, on the song I'm a Bitch. And who sung that song? Now, in my reality, like you're probably saying right now, you're saying, I'm a bitch, I'm a lover, I'm a singer, I'm a saint, You know what I'm talking about. You're thinking it's Alanis Morissette, right? Alanis Morissette sung that song. Just like myself, Alanis Morissette sung that song. But she didn't sing that song. She didn't sing that song. It was Meredith Brooks. And I looked this up and it blew my mind because yes, you can find Meredith Brooks' version and you can find Alanis Morissette's version. And if you look it up, it says Meredith Brooks was the person who sung this song, but yet there's two versions of this song, of the same song being sung by two different people, but yet it sounds exactly the same. It blows me away. And it boggles my mind because I'm thinking this is in the flip of the, you know how Mandela Effects works, doing this flip-flop, changing shit over, and maybe this is it right here. It's happening in front of our faces. But it was never Meredith Brooks who sung I'm a Bitch. It was always Alanis Morissette who sung that. And I'm telling you, look it up for yourselves, listen to it, and you're going to be like, it is the exact same sound, exact same rhythm, exact same everything. But it's going to be Meredith Brooks or it's going to be Alanis Morissette. I remember Alanis Morissette. What do you remember? Do you always remember this song being sung by Alanis Morissette? Or do you remember this song always being sung by Meredith Brooks? That is right, ladies and gentlemen. I am breaking in just to give y'all a big shout out. Thank you for all the love and all the support that you showed me. Y'all please remember to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, leave those comments down below. But I'm really breaking into this to give you a sneak preview of what the next Mandela Effect is going to be, and the next Mandela Effect video is going to be. We are going to be doing a Disney Mandela Effect video. That is correct. The next Mandela Effect video is going to be a Disney Mandela Effect. I think this one's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be pretty awesome. I love doing the Simpsons one, how we use that, but I am just going to do just Disney. And Disney has tons of them, and it's going to be awesome. This is going to be a great Mandela Effect video that's going to be coming up next. So I hope you stay tuned for the rest of this video. Stay tuned to the channel for the new videos, and stay tuned for the next Mandela Effect that's going to be a Disney Mandela Effect. Let's get back on to the next.
A few moments later.
Oh, nothing like cooling down on a hot summer day with some wonderful ice cream. You can pick your poison on ice creams all you want to. I like my chocolate chip. I like my cookie dough. I like my butter pecan, but we're not even talking about the flavors of ice creams. We're talking about a brand of ice cream itself. And I'm talking about Eddie's Ice Cream. Yes, we know this one, Eddie's Ice Cream. But how do you spell Eddie's? How do you spell it? Spell it to yourself right now. Spell it, spell it, spell it. Yeah. Did you spell it with 2 D's? Yeah. Did you spell Eddie's with 2 D's? If you did, you are completely wrong in this reality, because in this reality, Eddie's Ice Cream was never spelled with 2 D's. It has always been spelled the way you see it right here with 1 D. This blows me away. Eddie's Ice Cream? What happened to the other D? It blows me away because I remember this ice cream. I actually believed I bought some of this a year ago, and it blows me away that there's no 2 D's in it anymore. It's just 1 D. It's just Eddie's Ice Cream. Unbelievable. Blows me away. How do you remember Eddie's Ice Cream? Has Eddie's Ice Cream always been the way you see it right here in this reality with the 1 D? Or do you, like me and many others, where Eddie's was spelled with 2 D's? Eddie's Let me know down below.
Over 150 moons orbit the solar system's planets.
This one has been thrown on my feed. Moneybags has done something about it. Actually, a lot of the Mandela Effects people have done it. And now it's my turn to do it. And I'm talking about the moon. Yes, the moon. Moon, brightly shining moon, won't you please shine down on me? The moon itself and the phases of the moons, the crescent moons if you want to precise. As you know, we've always been taught that the moon phases goes right to left, left to right. How it always cresces around, as you see right here, left to right, right to left. But never in my entire life have I ever seen a crescent moon smile at me like the Chester cat. Yes, that is so right. As you see right there, when did the crescent moon go from the bottom and to the top? When did that ever happen? It's like now it's going up and down, not left and right. And it is weird, it boggles. I've never in my entire life ever seen something like this. And I'm 41 years old, 41 and a half to be precise, but I'm 41 years old. I have never seen the moon phases like this, like up and down. There's always been side, left to right, and always the crescents on the sides, not underneath. And it destroys me. What plane are we living now in reality? What reality are we realitying in? It blows me away. But how do you remember the moon phases? Has the moon phases always been the way it is? We've been seeing it now with the crescent moon underneath, like the Chester's cat smile. Or are you like me, is remembering the phases going right to left, left to right, side crescents? Let me know. Oh yes, Mario Brothers, the classic game from Nintendo, the NES system. Put Mario Brothers on the map, one of the best games you probably ever played in your entire life, because it was just one of those things. And then this one has to go with when you get past Bowser and you see Toad and you're like, man, where's my princess out? And Toad is like, sorry to tell you, but our princess is in another castle. And this has to do with our princess. Now, in my reality and many other realities, it never was our princess is in another castle. It was your princess is in another castle. That's how I remember it. But in this reality, it is our princess is in another castle. And it destroys me a little bit because, let alone, am I the only one saving this damn princess? You just happen to be there and tell me that she's in another castle. And I can understand, well, there's two of them, so it is our princess, it's his princess and our princess. But it's my princess, it's my princess. Your princess is in another castle. That is exactly how I remember, because he's talking to you. Hey, your princess is in another castle. That is crazy. Now it's like our princess in another castle. It's like we now have, you know, she's now both of our wives. What the hell is that? But how do you remember that? Has it always been for you the way it is now? Our princess is in another castle? Or are you like me and many others, always remember it being your princess is in another castle?
Most Americans are familiar with the story of Benjamin Franklin and his kite. How on one June...
Oh, let's go fly a kite with the key to it. And let's get struck by lightning and figure out what electricity is all about. We're talking about Benjamin Franklin, yes, and his famous, I should say, experiment with him flying the kite with the key on it and him being struck by lightning, and he figured, electricity! Well, what if I told you that he never got struck by lightning? That is correct. That is totally correct. He never got struck by lightning. He did do the experiment. He did fly a kite. He did fly it all up there with the key. The lightning hit it, went to the key, went to the ground. You know how that story went. But he never got struck by lightning. He never got struck by lightning. We all were taught this in public education in the great old United States of America, that he flew a kite with the key. He got struck by lightning. He got struck by lightning. He's like, electricity. But that was never the case. Yes, he did do that. He did fly a kite with a key, but he never got struck by lightning. But how do you remember? Did you always remember him being struck by lightning and that epiphany about electricity? Or are you from this reality and like, yo, he never got struck by lightning, Lee? Not at all. Oh, nothing like 8 new Mandela effects just to boggle your mind going into this week, ain't it? It's just great. I love doing these videos. I love this phenomenon. And this phenomenon is going to keep going and going and going. You know, I do have my little theories of what it's trying to tell us, and I'll have to do that in a video. It's just gonna, you know, it is just one of these things. As well as, I hope you look forward to the Disney Mandela Effect I'm gonna be doing here later on. I think that's gonna be a wonderful Mandela Effect video, and all the other videos you two see as well. Big shout out to each and one of you once again. Y'all are amazing, y'all are wonderful. Thank you for giving me this outlet to continue to do what I do. Also, with that said, please remember to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, leave those comments of what you thought about these Mandela effects, and leave me yours down below too as well, so we can talk about it on this channel. And without further ado, remember to keep your mind open, because those eyes will see everything in front of you. Y'all stay crazy.
You gave us something we never thought we could have.
And what is that?
Another chance.
I think I heard a shot. I think I heard a shot. I think I heard a shot!